Gratcast 158. Other words known as Andrea's back.
Hello. How's everyone doing? How was your Thanksgiving?
We took, I guess that's a rhetorical question. They can't answer us unless they respond in the comments. And you know how my Thanksgiving was. I spent it with you.
Wow. They sound so sad.
No, not at all.
You.
No, I'm saying you just know how my Thanksgiving was. So we didn't do a show last week. We took the week off because it was a holiday week.
And I was working.
Yep, Andrew was working.
I was working the AMAs. Briefly.
So, no, that was the week Joe sat in.
No, that was Hollywood Bowl, yeah.
Yeah, Joe sat in for you the one Monday. Then we took off the last Monday because it was Thanksgiving week. And we took it off.
I feel like I worked last Monday.
I don't know. I don't think you did.
Pretty sure I did.
Well, anyway, we are going to start adjusting the Gratcast schedule here.
Yes.
There's a lot going on, both in the short term and the long term here. And
every week is a little bit of more of a time commitment than we can actually give at this present moment.
Yes.
We have to focus a little more on business stuff, and that's a good thing, which means that when we have shows, we're going to have exciting things to talk about, like some of the stuff Kris is going to be discussing in a little bit.
So every other Monday is going to be the new schedule. Starting this Monday.
So next week, Kris is going to be out of town, off. He'll be back with stuff to talk about on. And then the week after that, we'll save up and hopefully some exciting things we'll have off. And then you guys will see us again. Sounds good? All right.
Too bad. That's how it's going down.
Cheers.
Oh.
That's the plan.
Andrea's got her whiskey.
I do. Rye whiskey, everybody.
I'm rocking Hawaiian Punch.
Keeping me nice and warm on these chilly, chilly nights. Mm-hmm.
So, the next topic you have here is going to be something we'll talk about more in the main topic here. Yes, I'm leaving town again and making a detour along the way. Might have to tangle with the Florida man to get the job done.
Now, who is this infamous Florida man?
Oh.
Is there one? Are they many? Are they a cult? Are they a crew?
Deep down inside, they're all the same. They're all the same Florida man.
Deep down inside, wow, that's a stereotype right there. Ouch.
Well, Florida man is in and of itself a stereotype to you.
Now, is Florida man someone who was born in Florida or someone who moved to Florida? Or is it just anyone who happens to be in Florida when they become this man?
Why don't we wait for the main topic section before we dive too much into the subtopics of the main topic?
Hop on in with you.
Florida man falls under that category.
That category.
Yeah. So that brings us to what did we do for Thanksgiving, dear? Anything?
We enjoyed a rainy, rainy, rainy day. It was so perfect. It never rains in LA. Like, never around this time. It'll rain in February, January for maybe a few days on and off. But we had downpour rain Wednesday and Thursday straight. It was perfect.
We were supposed to go to Arizona and spend the Thanksgiving with Mike Dearmeyer, Ernie Green, some of the Gratwick boys. Prior to that, we were supposed to go to freaking Dallas for the Bills game in Dallas, which
Kris makes a lot of plans, people.
Which would have ended up being such an awesome experience. For those that don't know, the freaking Bills kick some ass on Thanksgiving, and the sky's the limit now.
We did watch the game on the comfort of our couch, in the warmth of our living room. It was very nice.
I'll be watching the next game from the comfort of the wings, up in them 300 level.
Comfort of the wings.
They're calling for 38 degrees and strain.
Are you not happy that I did not get you the seats that you wanted at the very edge of the wings, where you would have just been blown to shreds by the cold wind?
There's a concrete wall there.
No, there isn't.
No, there isn't. Some people just fall off. Just whoop.
I think we've seen video of that, actually.
We've seen people slide down the concrete wall.
No, it's like a pole. It's like
on top of the concrete wall.
It's low enough that people can fall over it.
Yeah. So, anyway, I'm going to be at the Bills-Ravens game.
Who are you taking?
This Sunday. Taking a special guest. I can't disclose that information.
He's taking a special guest, everyone, and I'm okay with it.
I got a hot date.
I'm perfectly okay
I got a hot Sunday date. But I don't want to ruin the surprise for those
Are you going to wear a snowsuit?
That are going to be at the tailgate party. No, I'm not wearing a snowsuit.
You should wear a snowsuit.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, if Anne is watching this, go to like the thrift store or Goodwill and pick up a snowsuit. A one-time wear. It's just got to be able to make it through the game. It's going to be awesome. I want a picture. You and Anne both in...
Dude, why you dropping my mom's name?
Because you're going to be in Buffalo. Aren't you staying with Anne?
Yeah? What does she have anything to do with snowsuits?
She's going to be getting you a snowsuit for the fucking game.
No.
Yeah, that's what moms do. Moms get you the clothes that you need. Oh, he needs boots. He does not have snow boots. We discovered that. Everybody else have snow boots?
Dylan's in the house.
Hey, Dylan, will you tell Ann to get Kris a snowsuit and some snow boots? I want to see him bundled up like a third grader.
Dylan,
it's going to be so cute. I want pictures.
You coming up next weekend going to the Ravens game with us?
Ooh, that's
going to be a party at Uncle Dave's.
Oh, that's going to be insane. Uncle Dave time.
All right.
Oh, I'm
so,
what just happened there?
What did we do for Thanksgiving, dear?
What did we do for Thanksgiving? I believe we just hung out here the whole day. You made jalapeno poppery things.
Did basically
that
some
Bear
appetizers.
loved. Absolutely, we discovered Bear is in love with jalapenos.
Yeah, dude, that was so weird. He likes the tippy top of the jalapeno too. So we make these big, bulky jalapeno popper things, and then the top part where it connects to the stem.
All the seeds and all the
hotness. Yeah, the hottest part of the jalapeno. Bear's like, that's mine. That's mine. Like. Got any more jalapeno tips? And here's the other weird part. We've talked about this in the past. You know, food supply, the environment, all these things.
Where are you going?
Oh, I'll tell you right where I'm going. We had 2 fires start in our microwave the past week. You know how when you put metal in your microwave and sparks, flames pop, start smoking? Yeah. Except we didn't put metal in our microwave. We put fresh, full jalapenos with the stem in there. Somehow the stem had enough metallic in it from, I don't know, shitty environment. And two. So, again, I did this with 4 poppers. 2 of them, the stem burst into flames. 2 of them had no issues. So, what's that all about?
I think there was a staple in them. I think it was a transportation. They stapled them all together kind of thing, and there was just a bit of a staple still in one of them.
I think there's metal in our jalapeno stems.
I think there might very well be.
Just like
minerals in the ground get into the plants.
Just like there's fluoride in our water, there's metal in our jalapeno stems.
No, we add the fluoride in the water.
We're all somebody's adding the metal in the jalapeno stems too, dear.
And I got you the biggest ones.
I think you're on the case now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, David, did I tell you? So you know how I brought the chicken finger sub over to David and
that Kris also did that. We got stuff for Kris to make homemade chicken finger subs.
Oh yeah.
For when he was going over to David's the day after Thanksgiving. So we didn't have the normal leftovers of turkey and stuff for him to bring a sandwich like that. So Kris did the Buffalo way.
I brought him
saying Happy Thanksgiving.
I brought him a couple poppers and 2 chicken finger subs, and I guess lucky for him, he only ate 1 of the chicken finger subs and 2 of the poppers. But apparently, Boomer Dave, his stomach's a little sensitive.
He's Frank's hot sauce and the blue cheese?
The Frank's hot sauce kicked his ass.
And the blue cheese. Frank's hot sauce. I know some people really
He woke up in the middle of the night with a little heartburn.
It smells like boys' gym locker when they're 13 after 2-hour gym. Oh, mat ball. Yeah, where they like it.
So we gave David a little heartburn.
I don't play with that shit. Mm-mm.
Friday night. All right.
Yeah.
We also watched a couple movies this past week, dear.
Oh, we watched a lot. We binged a show that we've heard about quite a few times on the radio, and we haven't wanted to see because I tend to not like the propaganda aspect of some kinds of shows.
Wait, which show was this?
We watched Jack Ryan.
Oh, we watched
the entire
Jack Ryan wagon.
First and second season. Jack Ryan. The thing is that if it's war-based, if it's anything like that, it feels like propaganda trying to get you ready to send the troops out again for another reason. So it just
So
and it was kind of. I mean, I've read Clancy books before. The book's better, I'm guessing.
So speaking of propaganda and moving on from Jack Ryan.
Oh.
One of the movies we watched this week was The Report, which I'm on 2 opposite sides of the fence with this one. See, there's one side of me that this is everything that's great about filmmaking and storytelling and all of that. That it can tell a powerful story like this that most people didn't want told and get that information out so the average person can really understand what the hell happened, what was going on, and what these people did. But on the flip side of it, God damn if it doesn't turn into a freaking beat you over the head freaking Dianne Feinstein propaganda piece of, ooh, Dianne Feinstein's the greatest person in the entire world. And if you didn't beat me with that hammer, the story itself was good. And again, I think it's the best of what filmmaking can be when you can tell a story like that. And
you're still limited on what you're allowed to say.
Yeah, but I mean,
even though they're telling the story of what actually happened and to how the committee researched all of this, there's limits to what they're allowed to say still.
Well, it's freaking every which way you turn right now.
Let's just say Scorsese didn't make it.
Oh, dude! Whoa, we watched The Irishman too.
I know. You like my segue?
I completely
forgot.
People
earlier, I had an oh moment.
Dude, I forgot I haven't watched 3 full movies in 1 week.
It was raining for 2 days, and we enjoyed it. We never get rainy days, so we stayed in and we totally.
I haven't watched 3 full movies collectively in 6 months, let alone freaking.
So The Irishman. Not everyone has seen it yet.
Holy shit! Is it long?
Is it worth it? Is it worth 3.5 hours? I'm
gonna have to watch it again. I like it. There's some
How many times did you fall asleep?
Once. We tried it the first night, and then we watched it all the way through the next day.
So there's one way of understanding.
I like it.
It's worth going back and finishing.
I like it, but it could have never have done it in the theaters. 3 hours.
They would have needed an intermission.
3 hours and
like
40
a bathroom
minutes.
Break.
Nobody's doing that in the theaters in this day and age. So, because there was an article out there, it's like, oh, well, with movies like The Irishman going directly to Netflix, the box office is hurting. That wasn't going to help the box office.
Well, it works for at home because you can press pause.
Yeah, well, exactly.
You can go get something to eat. You can actually be like, all right, taking a break. Dog needs to go out. Irishman.
It's a good movie, but it is definitely not Goodfellas, and it is definitely not Casino.
Which actor did you like the most in it? Or, which role did you like the most?
Oh, dude. I can't even believe I hesitate. Joe Pesci not acting the last, I don't know however many years he is in acting, and he came out of retirement to do this role, is an absolute crime against humanity. We lost a good one when Joe Pesci stopped taking roles. He is still absolutely fantastic.
So would you say he's one you would like to woo to work with Gratwick Productions if and when there's an option in a film?
If I can go the Scorsese style and use a young Joe Pesci in there, absolutely.
Why do you need a young one?
Because.
Ouch. You got the real thing.
So he was fantastic in it. But it's good, but it's not Casino, it's not Goodfellas good. It's much slower than both of those.
It is very slow.
And then,
I liked the Jimmy Hoffa aspect.
Yeah, well...
I liked it. It wasn't the normal way that people portray it.
It was great until I read an article 24 hours after the thing drops on Netflix that all the gangsters think that dude's a total lying idiot. That was the story was based on. This guy that confessed to the Hoffa thing. And that a couple mobster sons are all getting together now and working with the FBI to tell a story. And within the next couple months, they're going to actually probably dig up Hoffa's grave because they all know where it is. And it was passed on from some deathbed confessions. Now that all the guys are dead, and the sons all want to give the Hoffa family peace. So it's gonna come out here very soon. It's just going through the authorities at this point. But that whole movie, unfortunately, is now hogwash compared to the actual story that the mobsters claim.
Well, it's a story either way. It's entertainment, god damn it.
Yeah, and
like you'd like to believe that not everything that happened there happened exactly the way that they showed it.
It's kind of it's
an artistic liberty.
It's a different version of what could happen.
It's based on
much the same,
not
as Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Based on a story.
You're killing my segue here, dear. Yeah. You're just mud stomping all over my segue. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was fantastic. I kept kicking it down the road because I don't know. I had a feeling it wasn't going to be that good.
What was your favorite part, or who was your favorite actor? That includes male or female.
I don't know if there's.
Was there a favorite relationship? I'm trying to help you say why you liked it without giving it away for those who also are still holding out like we did.
I like the way it went down. I like the
ending.
The ending is just phenomenal, absolutely fantastic. So for most of the movie, I was like, what's kind of really the point that's going on? That's going on here. I mean, it's funny, it's cool, whatever, but just not really like any point to all this. I get Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And then it all kind of just culminates in a fantastic ending that I was laughing my ass off, and some great callbacks.
That way. I like the way that it ended. I kind of wish it went that way in real life. Like that would have been awesome.
So here's the thing that got me thinking with the end of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And for those that don't know, it basically is told all around the lead up to the Sharon Tate murders with the Charlie Manson family. So everybody knows what Jeffrey Epstein is now, and they know that he was basically a spy or secret agent that was, his whole entire job was to compromise rich, powerful people with sex and filming and getting them on tape so they could be blackmailed. And this type of thing has gone on forever and ever and ever. And everybody knows what Charlie Manson was. And there's always been some underground rumors and stuff that Charlie Manson was somehow associated with the CIA, this, that, and the other thing. So it's not too far of a stretch to think that Jeffrey Epstein and Charlie Manson were in the same vein of line of work. Now, taking that, we already know what type of person Roman Polanski is. This guy's a grade A1 piece of shit. It's all over and what he did, what type of person he was, and how all this stuff's interconnected. I've got a running hypothesis that maybe the Manson family going after Sharon Tate when she was pregnant in that house wasn't exactly the random crime that history has told us that situation was. And maybe Roman Polanski was out of town for a reason at that point in time and wasn't overly interested in being a father. He's just a scumbag.
That is definitely a theory.
That's my theory.
That is a theory.
Well, Quentin got me thinking. Connecting some dots, if you will, my dear.
Someone wants to analyze the evidence.
He's talking about the metal in the jalapeno stems. Dear, any thoughts on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
I really liked Brad Pitt's character. He was funny as hell. Very, very funny. It's weird because the Manson farm is in Chatsworth? That's weird.
Yeah.
Because when you think of Chatsworth now, it's, nice. It's weird.
Not exactly the synonym I'd use for Chatsworth.
It's a suburb. It has big houses. It's pleasant. It's calm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, I enjoyed it. It was good.
All right then.
There we go.
Let's move on to the town hall.
To the town hall.
Yes. I'm heading back to Buffalo. I'm going to be there from the 6th to the 13th. We've got meetings set up all week long. I'm meeting with everybody from Del Reed to developers in Buffalo and Niagara Falls. And the battle cry, the flag is being waved. We're rallying the community to try and get this thing off the ground and bring this whole studio esports arena to life fairly quickly here. Here's the amazing thing, and I was kind of talking about this with somebody today. It really honestly feels like the wind is at our backs. Like everything we've kind of steered the boat towards to get this thing doing, whoever we've had to talk to, and the next step in the process has gone fairly smoothly. And at this point, it's just a matter of growing out the team and getting the awareness out through the community. So to do that, December 11th, we're holding a town hall meeting in Tonawanda. There's an event page on Facebook with the address and all of the details. It's going to be from 6 to 8 p.m. Craig, one of our board members, has an office building in Tonawanda that we'll be having it at on the third floor, folks.
So where could they find it on Facebook to find? You have all this information on a page. I know you made a page already, and there are people who are already saying they're going.
There's the Gratwick Productions Facebook page, and then we created an event. So there's a Facebook event for December 11th for the town hall meeting.
So go to Facebook and then Gratwick Productions Inc.
Yep. Or
and
look
then
up,
just go to the events tab.
Sure.
And then it would be right there.
You can just look up Gratwick Town Hall in Facebook too, and it'll probably come up.
Well, that is possible too, but just in case.
Gratwick Town Hall. So at the town hall, there's 4 of us that are going to be speaking, and we're going to cover the gambit of everything that's going on with Gratwick. I'm going to give kind of a general background information, what the company stands for, why Buffalo, what we're doing in the community, and where we're looking to go with it, and what the reason is that
the community should want this.
Yeah.
How it benefits everyone, how it makes life better.
The second person is going to be Craig Turner. He's going to be speaking a few minutes on the facility, what we have working so far on the real estate side, how we're putting all of this together, and how the community can actually help out and own a piece of that studio. Then the third person speaking is going to be Josh, who's our resident esports consultant in Western New York, and he's tapped into the whole esports community in Buffalo. He's going to be speaking a few words on what exactly an esports arena is and why this is something great that we need in the Western New York community. Then finally, Dana is going to be our caboose. And she's going to come up last, and she's going to talk about the Gratwick community, how to join the Gratwick community, how to be a part of everything that we have going on, and how to volunteer, get involved, and create some opportunities for yourselves in and around what we're building and got going on.
That's awesome.
That is pretty awesome, dear. So that's the town hall. There's going to be cookies.
Ooh, cookies, people!
Maybe some donuts.
Will you be making the cookies?
No.
Should he make the cookies, everyone?
Maybe there's...
I think we should... Everyone, if you're listening or watching right now, should Kris make the cookies for the town hall?
It's going to be coffee. It's going to be water. Cookies. I didn't know that was choke on your whiskey worthy.
You are sad.
What is that?
It's going to be water. No hot apple cider, no hot cocoa. It's going to be cold, dude. It's December.
Whoa. You know what there might be? Because we are going to the Bills game.
Mini marshmallows?
Hold up. Because we're going to the Bills game on Sunday, I'm making my Boilermakers chili recipe and a huge batch of it Sunday. There could be leftover chili at the Gratwick Town Hall. One other company is going to bring a homemade chili and serve that up for you while you're coming and checking out what we're up to.
I love the idea behind it, but you are offering leftovers. And you are, wow. Can you make a fresh batch for him?
Wyatt says, yes, I should make the cookies.
Yeah, you do.
It's not happening, Wyatt.
Totally should, right?
David,
you have time.
David thinks there should be brownies there.
Ooh, brownies are good. Coffee cake.
It's probably gonna
Coffee cake is always good too.
If it's a true Buffalo party, and I knew it was going to be a little more intimate, it would be pizza and wings all the way.
No, you have to have sweet stuff because it's cold outside, so your body needs extra sugar.
We've already established there's going to be cookies.
That you will make?
No. Them cheap sugar cookies, man. With a little frosting over the top, boom, boom. You put out like 10 trays of them.
You do realize that now everyone's going to check in on the event asking, will Kris make the cookies, though? They will only come if you make the cookies.
Fine. If I get, let's say, 5 confirmed people on the event page that demand that I make the cookies, I'll make a special batch of cookies.
Oh, tonight's episode is Demand Kris Makes the Cookies. Oh, that is the new title for this episode, everyone. Yeah.
All right.
It's going to be good times.
So, all baking aside, it's time to move on to my pending quest through Florida Man territory.
Florida Man.
Okay. Some backstory for all of this. Now, it's been set that I'm going back to Buffalo from the 6th to the 13th. A lot of business, a lot of things, everything's going on that we're getting done there. In the lead up to this, I've been reaching out, looking for different possible allies, possible strategic partnerships, different types of established business people that might have an interest in what we're doing in Western New York and can help us push this ball farther along.
Of course.
In doing that, I met a great guy in Buffalo that is part of a couple different businesses and teams of people, and they're all kind of backed by this same the same person. And he's like, hey, I think this guy would really
like an angel investor, almost.
Kind of.
Except it's not angel.
But yeah, and it also seems like he takes an active role in advising and helping build these companies
That's
up.
Fantastic.
And get them going on. Kind of almost the perfect scenario of what we're looking for. Not only somebody that can put some financial resources in so we can really crank things up a notch, but also brings a whole wealth of experience and knowledge on building a corporation up, helping startups get their traction and footing, and has a lot of different pans in the fire that we can cross-pollinate with and have more opportunities across the board. Mm-hmm. This is the strange thing about all of this is the road you and I have traveled for the last 10 years. We followed some whoppers. There was the people that had
emeralds.
Well, I'll get to the emeralds, which ironically back to Tampa. There was the people that had oil fields in Texas. And if they could just tap their oil fields, they were going to finance our whole model and all this other and the other thing.
But for some reason, the bank wouldn't give them a loan on their own.
They needed us to give them enough money to build oil wells for the oil field so they could tap the oil field, and then they were going to pay us a bunch of money to make the movies. And if I had enough money to build an oil well, I wouldn't have been looking for other people to do that. So, no, we didn't tap the oil well. Then there was the 800 pounds of emeralds sitting in a vault in Tampa that had an...
I like to think of it sitting in a mine. Like in barrels in a mine.
It would have made more sense.
Just literally staying in the cold and just like, no one's come to collect me yet.
These 800 pounds of emeralds had an expired assessment on the emeralds. So in order to verify that they did exist and they were worth what they said they were, we had to pay thousands of dollars to have the assessment done ourselves. But before we committed to doing that, we wanted to just see that the barrels existed. And
take a picture.
This was 6 months back and forth of all of this. Then finally they admitted that that these barrels were in a vault in Tampa. And I'm like, well, I got a guy on the ground in Tampa. Boots on the ground. I'll have him show up. We'll just let him take a picture. Let us know that these barrels exist. And they're like, well, the barrels have a special sticker on them and that, so we can't open the barrels. You could take a picture of the barrels, but we can't open the barrels. Which you would think would
automatically validate the last assessment if they haven't been opened.
So,
like an evidence bag.
Long story short, round and round she goes, and this is one of many wild goose chases that you lose years of your life because you have to follow them to the end. See where they go. See where they go. See where they go. See where they go.
Persistence.
Yes.
Persistence.
So now the person in Buffalo connects me to this guy, and we get on the phone. He's like, hey, we got a lot of different things going on, and it sounds like there's a lot of synergy with what you guys are going on. I want to talk to you right away. We get on the phone, we chat, we kind of hit it off. 3 hours, we're talking back and forth. He's got this going, we've got that going, and I kind of see automatically how all of this stuff can cross, and we're just like, Andrew knows. Once I start like talking fast and trying to get information across, it's just, for most people, it's a blur.
For most people, it's a bit aggressive. It's a lot at once, and they think he's almost yelling.
And the irony is,
instead of him realizing he gets so excited, so his voice gets louder and louder and louder.
This guy,
the happier he is, the louder he is.
This guy not only got it, but he was the same way. So we're basically yelling at each other back and forth, all this stuff.
Very Buffalo. Very Buffalo.
Like, well, this guy grew up in New York City, restaurant businesses and nightclub stuff like that, and
no indoor voices.
He actually was born in Greece and came over here and built himself up from there. So kind of the American dream.
So yeah, somewhere awesome to go for vacation. Nice.
So we're back and forth talking about it. I'm explaining everything that's going on and the campaign. He's like, hey, I really want to support what you guys have going on. I like it. I've got a TV show that like I need developed and need people that know that kind of industry to help develop. And the TV show idea was actually really great. Me and Andrea kind of dug down that rabbit hole on Saturday on it. So, long story short, the past 4 or 5 days, he and I have been talking quite a bit each day. What's going on? This is how it's happened. How can we line all of this stuff up? We need to move fast. I'm heading to Buffalo. If this guy is who he says he is and has the resources and the
wherewithal and
the cachet to bring credibility to everything we're doing, it can really have a powerful impact if he's on board before I get to Buffalo. So it's one of these things of, this all sounds great, almost too good to be true, but like there's a lot of verifiability. He's telling me about all these different companies he started. I've gone online, I've looked at them. It's all cool stuff. Here's where I thought I was talking to my future self for a second, dear.
Did we just become best friends?
Yeah, this is where I was like,
I think so.
Like unless you're some kind of like CIA spy and you researched everything that like matters to me, there's no way you would know this last one.
Here we go, guys.
So he's like, yeah, man. He's like, all of this stuff is all part of this new futuristic city that we plan on building. And we've already got the hundreds of, like a couple thousand acres of land all set aside in this one spot, and we're planning on building a futuristic city. And I'm like, have you ever heard of the Venus Project? And he's like, yeah. He's like, that's what we're doing. We're building a Venus Project. He's like, I didn't think you'd know what that was. I'm like, dude. Like, that's like my entire reason for existing. It's like everything I'm trying to do and build up and have the cachet and resources to do someday is build a futuristic, zero-point energy efficient city. And he's like, hey, man, that's what we're doing already. I'm like, well, dude, I'll be a foot soldier in your army any damn day of the week, freaking, if I can help have anything to do with bringing something like that to existence. And back and forth we went, freaking da-da-da-da-da. And so ultimately it was like, listen, I need to know 1,000% if this guy is legit before I go back to Buffalo. Tell everybody that we've got allies and people that have the ability to help us bring all of this stuff to fruition. I need to know for sure. I need to see with my own eyes that this person has our back and is in for the long haul on what we're building here. Mm-hmm. So. The other day, he's like, listen, he's like, I don't know where I'm going to be. I'm either going to be in San Francisco or I'm going to be in Florida this coming week after Thanksgiving, because he was in New York City for Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. So waited, talked to him last night, and he's like, okay. He's like, it's too freaking cold in San Francisco right now. We're not going to San Francisco. We're going to my farm down in Florida. He's like, I'll be there all week.
He has a farm. What does he farm?
Racing horses. He says he's got like 10 racing horses and all of that.
Will you give them apples?
So, maybe. I don't know. We don't know what we're in store for here.
Will you say Andrea wants you to give apples to all of the horses so they all know that they're loved?
Yeah.
We're equally loved. They're all beautiful.
Sure. All 10 are going to get apples on Andrea.
Horses.
So, we had to start rerouting flights and get everything switched here because instead of flying from LA to Buffalo, I'm now going to be flying from LA to Tampa. And the reason I'm going to Tampa is because Dan Gambino's there, Code Sox, our guy Code Sox. So if I'm going to be in Florida and I'm going to be in the area, I need to kill two birds with one stone.
Now I got a question. In the area is how far away?
3 hours.
Says right there.
3 hours and 16 minutes.
In the area.
One side of Florida, the other side of Florida.
So in California, where would that be in location to where we are now? San Diego?
No, San Diego.
Bakersfield?
Probably a little farther than San Diego.
And that's in the area.
Dude, it's in the state.
Just so you know, Gambino, this is how much he loves you.
So I'm flying into Tampa on Wednesday.
Yes.
And spending the night at Bino's place, seeing his new house.
So Wednesday
and his family.
all day with Bino.
Well, not all day. He works till 5.
Day.
I'm getting in the afternoon. Then we're going to see his son at basketball practice. Then we're gonna go out to eat and go
Have
over
a little date.
Go over business stuff.
Little date.
Then first thing Thursday morning at 6 a.m., I'm shipping out in Tampa rush hour and driving from Tampa all the way across horizontally Florida through this swamp territory.
Okay,
look
I'm
right
looking
here.
at this map. And I'm honestly thinking that your worry of your rush hour traffic at 6 a.m.
Hold up.
is not going to really be an issue. You'll be out of there.
This stretch right here, this is the stretch where we've got to worry about Florida Man. Any type of gas station stops, bathroom rests, any stuff goes, even a slow-moving traffic. You got to be on the lookout for Florida Man.
One possibility is Chevron on Foothill Boulevard in Los Angeles. Do you want to bet one?
Siri's on it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Siri, turn off.
All right. You're interrupting my story here, Siri. So, oh, look at this. Look at it. Do you see where I'm passing through? Holy shit, I got to take a picture here.
Kissing me?
No.
Yeehaw Junction?
Yeehaw Junction.
Yeah. You should take a picture when you're driving there.
Yeehaw Junction. Oh,
I bet they have gas there.
See Sebastian here?
Yep.
I just found out that's actually where my aunt lives. It's an hour and a half north of West Palm Beach.
So are you going to go and hang out there?
No. Not going to have time because I have to go all the way back to Tampa because I fly. So at 5 a.m. Friday morning, I fly out of Tampa to Buffalo where I was originally supposed to be going.
So you need to leave West Palm Springs by midnight.
Yes, or earlier if I expect to get back to Beano's and get a nap or two in before I go to the airport. Oh, you are sleeping in my
scenario. You're going straight to the airport.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so there you go. His meeting will be done by midnight Thursday.
But dude, guess we're meeting at some fancy horse training stables, and he's like,
"Yeah, you will feed the horses apples.
Meet me at stable 17 at such and such a time in West Palm Beach." So,
what kind of toys do horses get? We should give them a toy. You know, like dogs like squeaky toys.
I don't know, a bit.
That's not a toy.
That's brass
That's
bit.
That's a tool. It's not a toy.
I don't know, dear. But so now this whole 400-mile, 6-hour round trip loop through Florida that we're going to be making here is prime Florida Man territory. We talked about this on David's show last week. You don't know what you're going to run into, what's going to be. You could get stabbed with an alligator tail coming through Yeehaw Junction. That's the type of shit we got to be on the lookout for.
Okay. Give us an example of Florida Man here.
All right. Well, see, the gag goes is
There's a gag?
Yeah.
It's a gag.
Yes. So you Google Florida Man and your birthday, and you see what
Wyatt and David totally know that they're listening.
And you
they're
see what you get.
Siri's a bitch.
We talked about the Florida Man Google game on State of Mind last week, where you Google Florida Man with the birth date and you see what you get, and it's always some crazy shit. If you want to really crank it up a notch, you Google Florida Man and click images, and you get nothing but Florida Man mugshots. It's freaking nuts. One guy was missing the whole top of his head. No lie.
It looked photoshopped. It honestly looked like it was photoshopped, and I kind of think like the cops did Photoshop it. It was someone who was just bored. Like, middle of the night, what are you going to do? Everyone's asleep. Might as well.
All right. So we're going to find out what Florida Man did on the day I was born.
Didn't you do this with Joe already?
Yeah, but we didn't do the day I was born.
I really like rye whiskey. Anybody else? Templeton rye is my favorite one, though. Al Capone used to drink that one with the Sazerac. But just straight. Yum.
All right.
It's like sweet. It's not like it burns like the turpentine kind of feeling. You know what I mean?
Here we go. 78-year-old man with dementia reported missing in Woodlands area, found in Lufkin, deputies say. Well,
in what? Found in what?
94-year-old Florida man charged with premeditated murder after shooting, killing wife because she had...
94. Dude.
You don't mess with Florida Man.
You just clickbaited everyone. Boomer!
No. I can't even get the rest of the story here.
Exactly.
All right. Well, that's not the point. The point is, Florida Man's always got tales to tell and always gets into some wild, weird, and wacky shit.
Oh, my. Weird and wacky shit. I want to... are we done?
Do you have any other thoughts on Florida Man or Yeehaw Junction?
I have suggestions on your rental car. because you will be traveling that far. I would like you to check the tires. I would like you to check and make sure that there is a spare and that it is normal. It is not a flat one. That it has the actual jack. Check the oil.
That's great.
Check and make sure the locks work. And the lights.
Okay.
Don't just hop into whatever beater they give you because it's a cheap-ass rental car.
There was one thing I forgot to include in here.
Oh.
My trip through Florida, I'm going to be tweeting and sharing and documenting it the whole way through. So we're going to find out if this guy's legit together. And I'm going to share the whole damn thing with you. And we're definitely going live from Yeehaw Junction. You better believe that.
I'm not going to be, but you all can enjoy that big time.
Oh, Yeehaw Junction, dear. Yeehaw Junction.
You know.
All right, let's start moving towards the end here. Mr. Paul Ruffman is requesting a call at the conclusion of this show.
Well, that's an interesting way of letting everyone know. Just so you know. There you go, guys. If you would like a call also, please be sure to let Kris know. He takes after-hour calls. All right. Oh, there is a side note. I would like to show the side note of the coolest thing that we saw this week while we were working.
Oh, we did forget to show that. While we're doing Amazon
la
blocks.
la 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 la. Someone in LA gives a shit.
We found the yuppie version of Clark Griswold's house.
I swear to God, we're finishing up. It's like 5 in the morning, and that is on. These people didn't turn it off overnight.
Hold on.
That is what it was.
It's 5 in the morning. We're driving through Pasadena. It's pitch black outside. This is a dead-end cul-de-sac off the main road that we're driving down. And this rocket ship of lights freaking catches the corner of my eye. And I'm like, I think I just saw something we need to turn around and take a picture of.
And yeah,
Despite
I totally
Andrea's
didn't
protest.
see it, and I was like, what the hell? It's time to go home. He didn't even tell me we weren't going home for another couple hours. That was a funny one to say right after seeing all that.
Double block.
Kind of makes me look like a bitch, but whatever.
Double Amazon block.
Yeah.
All right, dear.
Okie dokie. So we have Discord section. Discord question from our lovely friends and the Discord server. If you guys would like to join, right there below us. Join.
Join the party at Discord. We promise no furries in our Discord server.
Whatever, dude. I don't need to know what you do.
Oh,
I don't judge if I don't know.
No.
It's that easy.
I saw a story the other day that confirmed the furry paranoia. Do you want to know what the story was?
I don't.
No.
Do you guys? How about this? You consider if you want to know while we answer the question from Discord.
Too late.
Answer no. Oh
A
man.
husband and wife couple seduced a 15-year-old boy while playing Dungeons and Dragons with him online, and got him to come over, and they molested him and made him act like a baby goat.
How old were these people?
They were grown-ass adults.
They were like 20.
No, they were late 30s, the self-proclaimed furries, and they made this kid act like a baby goat while they violated him. It's horrible.
How did he get there?
I don't know. Maybe they came and got him. I don't know the logistics of it.
Where were his parents when he was leaving the house?
They found out through text messages.
This is a fail on many.
They found out
so
when they talked about the baby goat actions in text messages. This is how the parents found out. Yeah.
That's where Dad cared.
No.
Until then, he was cool with his son getting banged.
No, not at all.
He knew
no.
he was actually being the effeminate
They
one.
discovered the what happened when they searched the kid's phone or computer history and found the chat. Yeah.
He went.
Listen, the Mandarmy actually isn't wrong on this one. I got to side with them. These furry people sound like trouble.
It sounds like trouble all over. Trouble in River City, people.
All
So,
right.
Siobhan asks, complete change of subject here. With all the travel you two have been doing, and will be doing in the future, what are your favorite and least favorite aspects of traveling?
Oh, Sabres just won 7-1. Holy
Fantastic
crap.
to them. You just kind of fucked over everyone who wasn't watching till later. Good job.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of people watching back Sabres hockey these days. The question was, how do I entertain myself while traveling?
No. What are your favorite and least favorite aspects of traveling? You weren't listening to me at all. You all caught that so much, right? Like, that was totally him ignoring me.
David says, I asked the kid if it happened. He said, nah.
Yeah.
It's
funny because it's funny.
So, Paul says you need to re-up on the whiskey there. Your glass is
I
almost
know.
empty.
I started with 2 fingers, and I've
done
a good job.
I guess the mystery of what lies ahead would be my favorite part of traveling.
That's your favorite aspect of traveling?
Yeah. The worst part is the necessary evil that freaking planes are. Oh, I hate them. Like, number one, some dude behind a door up there is got total control over all of us. Hopefully he's not having a bad day. Oh, by the way, in case he's not having a bad day, the wings are like this thick. So, riding on a prayer. Yeah, I don't like planes one bit. Anything goes wrong, there's no room for error. Cars, well, you swerve, you go off the road, you go into a ditch.
You didn't say planes necessarily, just traveling.
Well, the main travel we're doing these days is a distance enough that...
You're going to be driving 8 hours pretty much. That's a lot of travel.
Well,
what's your least favorite part about driving?
Other drivers. Other drivers.
Hell is other
Which in
people.
this case is going to be a whole lot of Florida men.
On single road highways. Single lane, one way. Can't go around because it's just double line.
If something bad happens in Florida and I were to get into an accident, I just hope it involves an alligator.
You won't survive that.
Depends on the situation. I don't know how it's going to go down with the alligator.
No, won't survive that.
Maybe
the call box is going to seem like a foreshadowing story.
Maybe I swerved. Maybe I just nipped his tail. Maybe I found one in my trunk of the rental car. I don't, as long as it involves an alligator.
Okay, so my least favorite part about traveling is having to pack. Because in my mind, I think I should look a certain way when I go places, but I don't actually dress that way in real life. And I know that some of you know, like, you buy stuff that you're like, I will eventually wear that for a certain occasion. Which in my mind is always at some point, and I have never at that point. And I feel like I should pack that way. So half of the clothes I pack are those clothes that I never wear. And then the other clothes that are like travel clothes. And I somehow never have the right thing to wear either way. I just screw myself. And my favorite part is actually flying.
Oh.
I love flying. I don't like the checking in and the waiting, but the actual being on the plane. Like, you have nothing to do for a solid 5-6 hours. You can just watch stuff, or read a book, or take a nap, or just drink and chill the hell out. Because you have nothing to do. The opposite of him. Nothing to do makes him stir crazy and worry. I love it.
I actually thought of something I do like about travel. Whenever you travel, you got to wear your Bills gear. And whenever that other random Buffalo traveler passes by, go Bills! And shout out to each other, the tip of the hat, the nod of the cap. That little camaraderie that comes from wearing the Bills gear while you're traveling, that's my favorite part of traveling.
When I'm driving, I like the coffee at some of the convenience stores. Like, the truck stop coffee is pretty damn good sometimes.
Little strange coffee out on the road.
I mean, Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks don't have it beat sometimes. Like, whoo, some of these places are good. They're a truck stop. People need to try them more often.
Any more Discord questions?
Nope, that was our main one. All right, and we are now moving on to Bullet Blitz.
No, I actually made a sound effect for the Bullet Blitz.
Well, that's awesome.
See, it's right here. So, yeah. So if you turn it off and turn it on, it plays each time.
I hope you guys just heard it because Kris was really serious about you hearing his cool sound effect now.
I think it did. I don't know. You might not have.
I don't know. They'll tell you in a second if you just annoyed the fuck out of them.
All right. Well,
I'm assuming you did.
You want to go first, or you want to go first or second?
I got him first in today, so I go first.
All right.
So we have 4 different streaming services right now. We have Netflix, we have Amazon, we have Hulu, and we have Disney Plus. Yeah, we got Disney Plus. Why did we get Disney Plus? We'll tell you in a second. Name one show or movie from each that you highly recommend other people check out.
Well, there's only one on the Disney platform, Mandalorian.
Okay.
Netflix. Oh, let's go Hulu. Snowfall. Freaking Snowfall was great.
Okay.
I'm so glad that I waited on that. It was as good as I wanted it to be.
Okay. Next.
Amazon. What did we watch recently?
You talked about it tonight. Apparently he doesn't recommend it.
Hint.
The Report.
Line. No, you said. Oh, I thought you said a show.
I said a show or movie.
Oh, fine.
From each that you
I'll
recommend
cop.
because
right.
they have original content
right,
that you can
I'll
only
cop
get on
out
their
then
own.
The Report on Amazon. And for Netflix, stay far away from Oak Island.
That you recommend.
Do not watch Oak Island.
And you can watch all of the seasons of Oak Island on Amazon.
Spoiler alert, they still don't find shit.
It's what you recommend.
It's like
not what
5
you don't
seasons.
recommend.
It's like...
Hey,
No, it's like
jump back on track.
Hold on a second.
You went off the rails. Come back,
It's like if
Joey.
Geraldo had dragged out freaking Al Capone's vault for 5 seasons. That's Oak Island. There you go.
Dude, come back. What is your recommendation for Netflix? What would you watch on Netflix? Do you not understand? You also spoke about this one.
3%. I like 3%.
That works too. Or The Irishman.
Yeah.
You talked about it tonight.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I was going for shows. Everybody can find movies.
So on Disney, I recommend the original Pete's Dragon. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's fucking awesome.
Whoa. You don't
Awesome.
swear while recommending Disney movies.
No. It's you need to watch it. The original Pete's Dragon. Like, it'll change your world. Will do. Okay. Amazon, The Marvelous Miss Maisel. It's funny. It's really funny. It's really good. It's pretty. And it's really good and funny.
Yeah. As long as
Yeah.
they don't run any stupid
Netflix,
sales in your neighborhood.
They have The Great British Baking Show, which is good in the first, 5-6 seasons. And then they change the host and also change the judge, which... meh. And they started doing this thing where they do, a weekly episode trying to keep you to come back because they know that other places are now getting shows to make you binge instead. It's not as good. And their holiday show is... But the original ones, so great. Okay, so then that leaves us with Hulu. On Hulu, I've got a couple of them. So there's the show called You're the Worst. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny, but you have to be ready for a lot of crassness. So if you're not up for crass, I get it. They have Veronica Mars, which is, if you like the early stuff. But here's my happy show. Good Bones. Have you seen Good Bones? There's this mom and this daughter who live in Indianapolis.
We're
and
remodeling
they get
Indiana
showed.
one house at a time.
They don't flip houses, they do better. It is so great. It's the nice, it'll make you want to move to Indianapolis for 5 seconds before you remember why you don't live in Indianapolis.
What was the barbecue show that we used to watch? They had the barbecue competitions.
Barbecue Pitmasters?
Yeah. The first season was...
Forged in Fire.
Barbecue Pitmasters was fantastic season 1. And then for no reason whatsoever, they completely changed their format and nobody gave a shit anymore.
Have you guys seen Forged in Fire? I kind of want to become a blacksmith. I kind of think it would be cool. Kind of like how some ladies do, the kiln in clay. It'd be kind of cool to do the metal.
All right.
Forge.
I'm up.
He's so freaking cool.
I'm up.
I'm ready for the end of the world. Oh, yeah, you still have questions.
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently I'm done. It's Chris's turn.
Well, dude, you covered all the bases there, Jared. These are supposed to be bullet blitzes, not bullet prevent.
I'm preventing them from watching it?
Like prevent defense, nice and slow and not really making an effort to tackle anybody and get the game over with.
No, you give one guy the ball and everyone circles around them and you fucking daisy chain and you walk it down the field. And if you guys haven't figured that out as the ultimate way to win, I can't help you. Anyway, go.
What should I do if I have an encounter with the infamous Florida man?
Run. You fucking run.
You can't run.
Okay,
You're in
then
the
you put it in
swamps
reverse.
and it's muggy.
And you go around him and you drive fast. That's what you do. You don't get out of your car. You don't open the window more than like an inch or two because he can reach in.
False. The correct answer is you grab him
Brown
by his
bear.
mullet hair and you swing.
No. You don't get out of the car. You put it in reverse and you fucking whip it around him. You don't even give him a chance. People don't expect you to go in reverse and do like a 2-point. You fucking get out of there. You don't play with that
Okay,
shit.
dear. We're bringing this in for a landing. One more each.
All right, Kris, what are you going to download to watch on your cross-country flight?
Nothing. I've got work to do, dear. I've got...
There's no Wi-Fi. There's no internet. How are you going to do work? What are you talking about? What?
I can still access my
How
Google Drive
do you
folder.
do work without having the internet?
You
The
watch...
world comes to an end when the internet stops.
Technically, you watch me do it all the time. I can still access my Google Docs. I can still make lists. I can still go over my
You can access
lists.
the Google Docs, but it won't save your progress
Yes, it
because
will.
there
It
is
will
no
save it
internet
on-
for which it to save to a cloud.
It will save it on the computer until it connects to the internet. I'm going to work on my book. I'm going to...
What book?
What do you mean, what book?
What work do you need to do? It has been edited.
I've been going through the final edit forever.
Oh, he's been doing the reader remorse. I see.
I've been
wrote it. I'm reading it. I'm feeling.
I've been
the
avoiding
remorse.
writing that stupid love story chapter I got to write.
Yeah. Stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You guys will see when the book. You'll see when the book comes out. We'll discuss if the chapter was unnecessary or not. But you'll agree with me.
It's necessary to match the timelines back together, but other than that,
What am I gonna watch while you're gone? I'm gonna finish up
Sure.
Veronica Mars.
Jesus.
Yeah, for some reason on Amazon
Trying to
I
binge some more Sex and the
rediscovered that
City,
there
too.
is exactly Sex in the City. I watched it when I was in my 20s. Feel like it was better then.
Getting a little slursy.
I'm enjoying it.
I think you're enjoying the whiskey.
I am. Everyone should enjoy it. Rye whiskey, everybody. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Final question of the episode.
Yes.
If he's what he says he is, who is the first person I should tell besides you?
The next largest investor in the company. That would be my answer. I'm not naming who anyone is specifically because that is not my business to spend, but that would be who deserves to know next.
It might be the same person then, because I think I should tell my mom.
Like I said, I'm not saying shit one way or the other, but that would be who deserves to know next because that is business stuff. Is it not? It is.
Well, they're going to have to make sure they pick me up from the airport then, and they better have a Mighty Pack if they want to hear that kind of information. I expect my Mighty Pack.
You know which one I like? Which one is the one that I like? There's only one that I really like from the Mighty Taco. What's it called?
The crunchy bean wrap burrito.
It's not necessarily the bean one, but it does have to have the crunchies. It's like Fritos or whatever in the middle, so it makes it crunchy.
Wildo T. Baggins is checking in for the closer.
Well, hello. Welcome.
He just discovered the beard's gone.
Yes.
She took it away.
Technically, there's still something there, and that wasn't even supposed to be here. But someone refuses to be 100%.
The
Then
deal was made.
No.
If you want me to be clean shaven, you have to do the shaving. And it hasn't been getting shiven.
I do not know how to shave someone else. I am not going to shave your face and take a chance of cutting you. I'm not going to do that.
I trust
No.
you, dear.
It's not a matter of trust. It's a matter of skill, and I don't have it yet.
You gotta practice somewhere.
I'll practice on the dog.
We don't have any hairy
have
oranges
weird
that you can
patches.
shave. There's no hairy oranges.
There might be.
Listen.
We've had some old oranges before.
It's an intimacy test.
Look who's not been drinking the whiskey but suddenly talking like that. Mm-hmm.
I trust you. I trust you.
Yeah.
All right, dear. Any last thoughts before I hit the road and battle Florida Man?
I want to remind everyone we are going to be doing the every other Monday. So this was the Monday. Next Monday, no show. The following Monday, Kris will be back, and we will be doing a show. And then after that, we will take a week off. Yes. Da, 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 da. You all understand. Yes. Thank you all for checking in. Dylan, David, Wyatt. We have Wilbo Baggins, Paul.
Wildo T. Baggins.
My bad, Wilbo T. Baggins. All right. And Siobhan, thank you for your question. Everyone else, have a fantastic night. Have a fantastic 2 weeks. And if anything else comes
Catch
up
you on the phone,
meantime,
Paul.
if you're going to go to the town hall thing, if you're in the Buffalo area, please go to the Gratwick Productions Inc. page under events. And then you will see where the town hall is, all the information there. You can put a message up, talk to Kris. He'll be in the area, and he's going to be there. I will not. So he can answer questions. Dana is your main person on the ground there.
You can follow me through Florida on social media this week.
Oh, he's going to do something live.
Dude, I'm getting a picture with Florida Man. One way or the other, I'm getting a picture with him.
You're going to get a picture of yourself getting stabbed by
Florida
Man.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell, people. All right. Everyone, thank you all. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm